Hello everyone, this is Arya Apte. In last few lectures, we finished taxation part. After that, we started banking and banking finance, which already we finished half. Um Today we discuss Unit 8, Unit 9, 10, 11 and 12. Uh, I hope you are prepared for examination. Please note down if you are for preparation in examination point of view. You just focus on point to point information in your book, which is contain for multi choice questions, like one question and the four answer. You select the best correct one. So this type of question are asking in your examination. So please concentrate on such contained question in your textbook. I hope you are already focus on taxation, and taxation points are clear, um, clear day to day life. But if you if you if you have any problem according uh, any topic or any section, so you just ask me, you pin me, you uh, just tell any question on WhatsApp group or in my personal WhatsApp group number. You just know my personal number uh, on your group also. So uh, let's we start with digital banking, unit 8, which is on page number 141. So we already finished our introduction, Indian finance system, commercial bank and credit and development banking system, rural bank also we finished in last lecture. Today we concentrate on digital banking, e-banking, and what are the roles are take place in our India for that, and development in banking sector, merchant banking, and banking scheme in fraud, as scams and fraud, which also we give the overview. So we just started digital banking. I'm just going on this page. In last lecture, we finished all rural banking, like so the digital banking, what is the digital banking? The technology is playing increasingly a general role in transforming to live according the pace across every sculpture. Means in easy way, we have technology for a fast banking system. So what is this? So all these techniques are covered in this chapter. So just we go through it in this unit. Firstly, we clear concept of digital banking, need of digital banking, request of digital banking, digital revolution in India, role of digital banking in finance, evolution in India. So these are the important points which are covered in this chapter. Digital banking is the wave of the future. Means in future you are must know the digital networks and the um, path for your banking system. So they say digital banking is the wave of future. In a in a multiple choice question, it's also you ask for what is digital banking. So you just say that the wave of the future. Please underline this. Often gets confused with the mobile banking and online banking. And on challenge the banking, however, these involve digital appliances. Digital banking has been seen a or add a advantage to traditional and existing banking services. But the landscape of the digitaling is very vast. Therefore, one need to visualize the large picture behind it. It would to be digital banking is the application of the technology to ensure the seamless end to end progress of banking transaction operations initiated by the client, ensuring the maximum utility to uh, the client in terms of availability, usefulness, and the cost to the bank is turned as a reduced operation cost, zero error, and enhanced services. Other use of the definition, digital banking is the incorporation of new and developing technologies throughout a finance services entire in the correct with the associated changes in internal and external cooperation and personal relationship to provide enhanced customer services and experience effectively and efficiency. So these are two definition of digital banking. You just go for one for your examination point of view. After that, they given various benefits for digital banking. You just read it carefully. Next, need of digital banking. Need, what is the need? The digital revolution is the more significant than the in invention of written or even a printed. So digital banking, what is this? For need, so the revolution more significant than the innovative and the written even printing, which we already know. Our banking system is based on this documents like passbook and checks and many more. But these are all are paper money or paper material which are not as compared to not very safest as compared to digital banking, because digital banking is always save your data in any way, any manner. So this is very useful for your future and for your security. So digital banking is best best part of your banking system that use the save all end to end information of your money. So they given this explanation in this para. After that, perquisite of digital banking. The following are the element which are clear model to success for the banking. The smart management of information is vital. Digital banking need to measure online data. Digital need to act, but more important that the need to act significantly. Although the um uh, Register of India of Digital Banking is substantially the cost slip for not adopting the digital banking. Cost include the lost opportunity, customer attribute, and string links to the new customer growth of the product sale. Uh, Embracing the holistic shift to digital and its streamline cross-channel approach required bank to evaluate their option carefully and select one that the first fit their strategy. The enterprise roadmap is key prerequisite for the implementing a digital banking. The roadmap balance key customer value like loyalty, convenience, interaction. So the against the bank values like profitability, loyalty, operation efficiency, market efficiency. So these are the elements which are clear model of success of banking. After that, they given the technologies required to digital banking implementation fall into the um, seven areas of the strategy. Infrastructural means this is adopted in bank. After second point is data. Data means the precious information key for undertaking banking customer and creating unique digital person to tailor instructions. So they given a special personality or special customer to apply a precious data information in his content. After third point is content. The enterprise's content management roadmap of the digital banking include storage, management, workflow, process integration, BI, analysis, reporting, information architecture, meta model, content type, and life cycle of scenario. So this is the content. After that, fourth point is business purpose. They are also concentrate on what is the purpose of business. Next, analysis. Analysis means what is the role of your business and what are the paths which are covered by you. So this is the analysis. Next, 6 point, social and mobile. Information must be accessible for anywhere and from any mobile for from a factor means you can access your account from anywhere and you just pay the money from your account and acceptance also, like we pay our money with the help of various UPI network like Google Pay and Phone Pay. You just easily give money to any person and you accept also easily. this stands for digital banking. So when you memorize such all activity, you just know this today's transferring process, so you can easily easily cover this chapter. Next term is user experience. The content use of experience need to be provided across all major interaction touch points. Other key factor include the information in uh, architecture, person, wireframe, screen flow. So these are the all points are covered in the user experience. Also, they given various points also like manage, act, strategy, calculation, evaluation, creation. So these are the main points. After that, they given the criteria in India, revolution in India for digital banking. Nowadays, this is a very huge market for India. They can adopt very easily this digital banking. So digital channel are open for Indian market, and Indian people also acquire this all channels step to step and easily. So this is a huge scope for Indian market. Digital channel adopted by Indian market. This is also telling the like mobile banking, social media, cloud, personal finance manager, digital wallet, variables, P2P means profession to profession, digital platforms. So these are the various points in digital banking are covered for your digitally acquisition of Indian market. After that, the role of digital banking in financial election, which is also covered all points in India. What is the rapid growth of this digital banking? You just read it afterwards, which is just information for you. So this is the digital banking unit. We already finished this unit. You note down that the all points are covered very easily, but you just know you just know the all uh, daily routine digital banking process like Phone Pay and Google Pay and many more, which is UPI activity. Uh, after after such that we go for next unit, unit 9, which is e-banking and the role of IT in India. IT in bank also in India. Over the year, especially the latter part of the 20th century, the Indian banking sector has undergo the fast growth, and with the technology changes, the Indian banking are adopting such new environment. The two successive committees on the computerization were responsible for banking in India. The internet is the global network of the network. So the companies which internet link can allow use to exchange data, information, message, file, etc., which are easily transferable with the other. So this IT means information technology adopted by Indians very easily. because the manuals are very clear and the techniques are very clear, so they can adopt easily in their routine life. They adopt all such banking services like tele banking, mobile banking, SMS banking, credit, debit cards, ATM, internet banking, net banking, core banking solution, which are all are part of digital banking and e-banking. In this unit, we can focus on role of IT banking, automated clearing services, or systems, electronic fund management, payment system, cybercrime, and the fraud, which are covered in this unit. First, information technology in banking means IT in banking. The integrated of computer and communication techniques has opened opportunities for banking to provide various innovation of the customer friendly products, services, and also the redesign their internal control system. The data communication network system play an important role to interface the intercommunicate of banking with the changing technologies support words. Bank is the India have come a long way. Over the year, different method has been used to transmit data from computer to computer. The data is transmitted by means of data communication and the media like translated cables, microwaves, and the satellites. As per the recommendation of the SAFER committee, the Reserve Bank India has set up countrywide data communication network for banking link major center of the country, known as a Infinet, means Indian Financial Network. And this network use satellite communication with uh, very shall yes, sorry for the interruptions. uh, Indian finance network, we just go for the information technology in banking as per the recommendation of the SARAF committee. The Reserve Bank India has set up a countrywide data communication network for banking link. It's called Indian Finance Network, Infinet. This network use satellite communication with very small terminal. As Earth situation, VSET network is single closed user group network for the exclusive use of banking and other financial institutions. So these are the very important networks which are used in Indian financial bankings, which is used in IT, information technology in banking. Next term is SWIFT, so Society for Worldwide Interbanking Financial Telecommunication, which is called SWIFT, is a cooperative non-profit making organization established under um, Belgian law with its headquarter in um Brussels. So this is one of the important organization to develop for financial telecommunication. The feature of this organization is it's operated 24/7 based on throughout the year. All messages and transmits to any part of world immediately. The message form as a are standardized. The information confidently and protect against a unauthorized disclosure. Swift assume finance responsibility for the uh, accuracy and time delivery. So these are the important feature of Swift. The importance of Swift are the it transmit automatically financial and financial messages. It having self standardized and structure message formula and offer a reliable system for management transmission. Bank use Swift platform for the transmission of finance and non-finance messages covering covering international finance settlement of the forex deals, international trade like advice of the letter of credit, amalgamation of the letter and credit, etc. So the automated clearing system, they adopt automated clearing system like cleaning house interbank payment system, CLIPS. After that, cleaning house automated payment system, uh, CHIPS. Cleaning house automated transfer system, CHIPS. So these are the automated cleaning systems. Uh, Electronic fund management. So electronic clearing system ECS, which is called electronic clearing system in electronic fund management. On one one of the easiest electronic form of the funds transfer to electronic clearing system ECS. It's related the fund transfer systems to effect payment, utility bill, dividend, interest, etc. The ECS help uh, corporate government departments, public sector undertaking utility services provide to receive and or pay bulk payment. So ECS divided into ECS and ECS debit, credit and debit. So this is the system which is mainly for fund transferring. Uh, Next term is real-time gross settlement. One of the important IT revolution in Indian banking sector was implementation of the real-time gross settlement, which is RTGS. RTGS system means you can transfer your money to another person with help of the within a banking services. The system of RBI with the changing the scenario from the manual involvement to electronic model, which is real money or to settle gross in within a minute. So this is the RTGS system, which is huge used in our business or market, which is basically on dealer and dealer and customer. So RTGS is a very useful system which is adopted in various part of India for business. Next term is NEFT, means National Electronic Fund Transfer. NEFT means you just deposit various selective amount, which is a bank transfer to related person as a minute interest for that, and they can transfer all your huge money or huge amount of money to the respected person. So this is also used in NEFT in India. After Indian Financial System Code is called IFSC, is the alpha numeric code that uh, identify the business branch um, participating in a RTGS or NEFT system. Means this is the number which is given to respected bank, which is play the role of such a transferring system. So this is IFSC code. When you when you open your digital account or digital any transfer or any net banking system, at that time you just know this your bank IFSC code. uh, when you fill up this IFSC code, afterwards you go for this system. If not, you are not transfer any amount to any person successfully. So this code is very important. This is called IFSC code. Next term is automated teller machine, which is ATM. Yes, you know all about that. You people are uh, uh, all you just deposit your money and you withdraw your money from bank through this ATM system, which is automated teller machine, which is your specially developed by bank to nearby your home, and you just use it very well. This system is also very popular in India because all people are easily money withdrawal money, as well as deposit money through this machine. Next, internet banking. Internet banking is one of the popular e-banking model, has change a banking operations and offer vital banking services to the client, which is 24 by 7. Means this is open for you public day as well as night also. After that term is core banking. Core banking solutions, means CBS, is the banking software used all over the world to take care of the banking operations and accordance. It provide a centralized platform for the entire banking operations. Means if you are your account in Deccan, and your bank another branch in Tilak Road. At that time, you any uh, you done any transaction in bank in Tilak Road, which is also noted in Deccan branch also. So this both side of transaction uh, clarity clarity develop in core banking system. So this system is very useful for banking business because the duplication and the fraud issue are get minimized through this system. So this core banking system is very useful for us, means customer also as well as banking person also. Next is data warehousing. The data warehousing or electronic data warehousing means DWH. EWH is the database used for the required data analysis. It is a central repository of the data which is credited by the entering data from one or more separate source. DWH stores current as well as historical data and are used to creating traditional report for used by senior management. The data stores it warehouse where unloaded form an operation system. The main source of the data is cleared, transformed, catalog and made available for use of the managers for data mining, online analysis, process, and the decision support. So this is the data warehousing. Next is computerization and clearing the check. The RBI also fascinated that the check clearance and mm, the check money which is transfer very easily in account and very fast through the e-banking system. Next is check transaction system. Check has been used to as a medium of exchange of fraud, which play a key role in fraud management of customer and bank. So this is the CTS, means check transaction system. Next term is international payment system. In international payment system, which is also used in internationally, means country to country, you transfer your money through this system. The payment type can be made through the different modes like credit card, debit card, online transfer. Legal frame: the system should satisfy the legal and regular requirements in center. Taxation law are different in different countries. The payment system should have the capacity to calculate, compute the required tax duties as per the local tax law. So these are the very important points for international transfer system. Next is features of payment system. The single system used enable national and international payment. It should be able to support multi-currency, multi-payment type. The process facility should be achieved for 24/7. The system should be able to handle the high value transaction. And the last point is important: it should be feature and facility to comply with the regulatory requirements. So these are the features of payment system. They given risk also. After that, they given role of central bank in payment mechanism. They totally tell about the simple payment process model involved in para. So the reminders, buyers bank, reminding bank, network bank, vendors bank, and pay select sellers vendors. So these are the important points. Next term is cybercrime. The cybercrime and the fraud management. The technology revolution both communicate, and the information technology has charge why of doing doing business in today's changing the cleaning environment. Electronic commerce and electronic banking has been integral part of the customer as well as bankers. The account of e-commerce and e-banking distinct of local have reduced, and many international finance market have been managed. After that, the point is cybercrime. Yes, we know about the cybercrime, what is the cybercrime and what are the various terms of related to cybercrime. Criminal activity carries out a using computer and internet, which is called cybercrime, which is very which is very dangerous, or no, we call this is very complicated area of the system which are covered this such activity of crimes. Use of the computers to other electronic service via information system like computer network, internet, handling in illegal activity like transfer of funds, withdrawal of the funds, which are all covered in this cyber crimes. So the effect of cybercrime is financial loss, um, spotted a theft, uh, indefinite information expose of the putting risk, in flagrant of the confidential information, legal consequences and operational risk. So these are effect on of cybercrime, which is a very critical part of the e-banking. Reasons of cyber crime is: one is easy access of the data, next is negligence of the part of area, and the lack of internal control. So these are the very important factors which are which are truly helpful for cybercrime. So for avoid this cybercrime, you just know the security purpose, and you know the correct path of transferring. So you can easily transfer, or you adopt various financial system very easily. next term is financial crimes. Financial crime is also for fraud and uh, cheating, which is one of most important point. You know about this point. Other important issues like cyber extradition, international property theft, computer security. These are the another important issue related with that. The financial loss, credit and debit information hiked by the criminals could be suited to huge financial loss. Reputation loss as amount of weak control system. The bank can rep, mm, reputational loss, legal loss. After next point is integrated community network that banks security and control system. So these are the very important points in cyber law. Next is ISS, which is Information System Society. The object is confidentiality and integrate. They given threat also. You just read it afterwards. Next is recent development in banking regulation. In this unit, the banking regulation, Himachal Pradesh of banking resolution, recent adoption of the building banking resolution, the recent development of a banking resolution, premium banking compliances and management of the risk. So these are the very important points in this chapter. Overview of the Banking Regulation Act. The most of important bank regulation in India is regular all the banking funds and corporate bank in India. Next point is setting up a new bank. The Reserve Bank of India that has a power as per as the provisions of the act, and RBI Act is issue license of new banking functions of the banking. So according to that, these reports are very important in bank perspective. If not given by college, which is uh, loss for your business activity. They given guidelines and important aspects like eligible pro forma, fit and proper criteria, like group is a private sector that are owned controlled by the uh, residential, a definite department of international policy and promotions, which is DIPP. The situation in public are eligible for the purpose which a bank through a whole owner non-operative finance holding company. Promotion promotion country with a ex, exercise and the financial company. After that, the constitution of banking board of director, their rights they given. You just read it afterwards. Next term is recent development in bankruptcy code 2015. The insolvency and bankruptcy code to 2051, the code was formulated and introduced a bill to Indian Parliament in December 2015. The key object of the principle of the code are a following. These are various forms. Next term is banking governance and internal control, which say that the all banking system are totally based on internal control, which is very important in banking business. Compliance function, the RBI has acknowledged the importance of corporate government mom as a set by the Basel Community of Banking uh, supervisors. So this is the very important aspect that they say they are not toothbrush, they can adopt this program is very well. uh, Next, last term is management and risk. What is the management and risk? The risk is covered for the managerial aspects, which is covered. The financial system is not enter in managerial aspect, so that this also one of the fraud which is not given to you. According to that, we finish all 10 unit. uh, just we have this 12th unit. So if any question, yes, just point out me, and you will solve this regularly in on WhatsApp. uh, today today we finish our lecture here, and next lecture will be getting very soon. So thank you so much for that. In next lecture we can finish merchant banking and next topics.